April 6th. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. It's the first day of spring for me, for real. Um, hey Emily, I wish you could. I wish you could be here. I wish you could see all this. This is the bench. Obviously, we'd sit and watch the sunset. Um, for those of you who don't know, part of my life I spent living on an island in the middle of Lake Erie. I spent a lot of my summers as a kid here, and it's left a major imprint on my life. And it's probably the first place where my eyes were open to the natural beauty of the world. Um, it has left such a mark on my creative style. A lot of my writings come out of this place, just walking around on the island and looking at everything that is just here. And there's so many different like environments here. There's swamps, there's beaches, there's rocky shores, grassy meadows, fantastic people, and it's a small place. And I always think about how easy it is for me to navigate and maneuver this small place because it's not a big city, and I don't have to know a million different places and a million different things. It really cuts down the amount of choices to make. Um, Today I was indecisive, and I was thinking about why I'm indecisive, and it's probably because I haven't really truly decided who I am and what I'm supposed to be doing. And then, it's an everyday battle. We all fight that one. But I was indecisive if I wanted to leave or if I wanted to stay. And I was at the general store here talking with a longtime friend, and the first thing he said to me when he shook my hand, it's been a full season or almost 2 seasons since I've been up here. First thing he said was, "Hey, how you doing? Welcome home." And that felt really good. That was the warmest welcome that I've gotten in a long, long time, and it did make me feel really great. But then as I was sitting there, I was kind of talking. I'm supposed to catch a ferry. It's not easy to get up here in the springtime because there aren't many people coming up, so the boats don't run very often. And I was struggling with whether or not I should leave, and I kept asking myself, should I stay? Should I go? I had a couple things I needed to do back home, and I was just fighting it. And I knew I was going to leave and walk out, and I find a sign or some sort of thing that should inspire me to go one way or the other. And as I was walking out, I heard these kids talking on their bikes. They're riding their bikes, and they're talking about how they needed to go home for whatever reason. All I caught was, "We need to go home," and I kept walking. I kept walking, and it finally hit me that my friend was saying "Welcome home," and the home that I wanted to go to was here. So I was fighting for the wrong image of home, and what it ultimately led me to do was stay because this place is so beautiful, and it was a 60-degree day in April, and I have never really seen a day like this. Um, and now I'm here, and now I couldn't possibly be happier. It was the best decision I've made all day um, to stay, and I'm definitely working on my indecisiveness and my impatience. But the impatience was telling me to go home because I want to wake up in the. There's the plane. Let's give it 1 second. My impatience was telling me to go home because then I can go home and I can wake up in the morning. I have things to do. Wake up at my house in the morning. And I have things to do, and I can get them all done. Um, when in reality, I'm only set back an hour on a Sunday if I stay here, and I'm not I'm not missing too much tonight. There's a bunch of things that I could be doing, but sometimes you got to take time for yourself, and this is one of those moments. I I can't stress enough how important it is to really, at least for me, to not freak out and try to rush home all the time. I'm always in a rush to go nowhere, and I don't know why, and I think it might have something to do with my phone. My phone always being on, and people always being able to contact me, and always adding things on my list, and Currently, I'm poorly scheduled, which is fine. I'm okay with it. I'm still young. I'm still working out the kinks in the scheduling. But I need to figure out a better way to make my mind quicker. I've worked on it for the past 3 years, and I've gotten much better at it. Um, but that last minute, I was trying to shoot a buzzer beater right there with catching the boat, and you know, after I didn't take the shot, I guess I was happy. Um, and I'll be a little bit uncomfortable tonight. The house isn't open. I'm not necessarily prepared. But hey, you can rough it for one night. It's not even roughing it. This is glorified glamping at its finest. Um, but yeah, it's just I couldn't possibly have had a better day in a place that I love so much, and it's truly because I didn't rush and I let time take me rather than me take time. So with that, I hope you have a wonderful day. I love you, and sweet dreams.